with God, everything is possible. Do you have that dream? Do you want it manifested? Start working on it now. Now. Don't wait for tomorrow. And as you're requesting for advice, look for people who have positive energies. Don't go for negative energies.
Exactly.
Because if they have started and they have failed in a certain area, it doesn't mean that you're going to fail in a certain area.
Preach it.
We are different.
Preach it.
Amen. When we had just come here after acquiring the land, we were actually doing these cash crops, nuts and all that. Then we looked at them being seasonal. Like when you harvest, when you have not dug the other season, then you won't have anything in your pockets, and then yet the land is there. Then we were like, now as we start to put up the banana plantation, then we can do something in Amo. So that's how we came up with the piggery. Because for it was easy. I had knowledge about it, so it was the first one that we started with.
I see you've started poultry in high gear. You put up a very big structure over here, and then you have, how many birds do we have here?
We brought around 2040.
2040
birds, yes.
You have more birds than your teacher, Kampala farm. So Lillian, do you see the impact of your videos?
Yeah, I'm so excited. This is really nice. Wow, when you get things right, when you get the formula right, when you get everything right, you can do things better.
She gave you the right formula.
Yes, the right formula. She actually guided me properly from day one up to now. So I have no reservations, because you can see I have a lot of land for expansion. I can do whatever I need. So this begins like is my starter, but I know I will expand to a very big farm. That's what I'm looking at. She's the first one to listen to my lectures.
Wow.
So I'm so proud of her also.
So YouTubers turned you into a lecturer.
Yeah. Other people, you just talk, but they don't mind. She is actually the first one who has taken everything into action. Yeah, and you can see she's doing well.
Indeed.
What I normally do, like when it is the harvesting time and I have grown my own maize, usually what I do, I prefer using the other people's maize so that I keep mine. So that when that price shoot up, I'm able to come and recap on mine.
Oh, you're very wise.
I'm able to recap on mine. Hello, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How was it?
The
It
journey?
must have been far.
The journey, yeah. And also, it is very dusty on your roads. The government needs to
Do something about it.
Yeah.
But I'm near the road.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've come to visit your farm.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're seated on 15 acres.
Yes.
Wow, this is big.
Yeah.
Here
it's
it
quite
looks
big.
here it looks like a quarter an acre where you have all the structures.
Yes, we planned it to be like this because this part where we actually put the structures was not good for agriculture.
Oh.
So that's why we prioritized this area for that type of purpose. But the other side where the soils are a bit okay, there is a banana plantation.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a banana plantation.
Yes. We have
Pigs, chicken,
Yes.
and banana.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and we are thinking of more diverse expansion, like expanding either of the projects, either piggery or poultry. Yes, that's our plan.
Wow. Now,
Yes.
is this for the pigs or for the chicks?
This is for the piggery.
Piggery.
This is for pigs. Yes, because we endeavor to make sure that we mix from here, from the sampling, since we don't have a structure where we can do mixing from. And for supervision purposes, I would like to see how each and everything is being done, so that when the feed is not mixed well, you get issues of where some having more of an item compared to the other. So you drive to that when they're mixing, you're there, you evidently see how they're mixing, you evidently see whatever external items that would be carried over within the feeds. So that's why I prefer it outside, not within the store down there.
So every time they're mixing, you're supposed to be around to supervise them?
Yes. I buy the feed myself because the quantities and how we are supposed to mix, it's part of my job. Yes, so that we appropriately know that if I'm mixing this and this, then the quantities should be this and this, and then they should be mixed within this range. At times it is a rainy time, so I always endeavor that they mix quickly and we put in the store.
Okay.
But if you leave that to workers, the whole feed might be drained by rain.
Wow.
Or they may not remember to cover the feed. Let's say the rain started like right now. They may not cover the tarpaulin. So that will mean that the quality of the feed that you're getting at the end of the day is not as good. Yes.
I see. Now this one takes you for how long?
According to my size of farm now, this takes me like for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. How many pigs?
I have 90.
90 pigs. You started with how many?
We started with 5.
5?
Yes. In the space of 2 years and a half.
90?
Yes.
And some you've sold?
Yeah, we've been selling.
You're making money.
Yeah, there is money, but it needs some patience as well. Because it's not that it's born today and then the next day you say, yes, you can have, the market for the piglets has not been that good. We will consider growing them up, then selling them for these other guys in the butcher.
Okay, so we are going to be having a tour around the entire farm and get to know more about piggery. Those who want to start farming, invest in piggery, or want to have many things on the same piece of land. I think her land poses as a model farm for us, because we see you have piggery, you have chicks, and also you grow food. Yeah, but before we go deep in the details, first take us around and tell us, I see different structures around here. Tell us about them.
To start with, these are quarters. This is where our different workers sleep. This is where they stay. And then we have to create stores. Now, this store specifically is meant for piggery.
This one here?
This one here is meant for piggery. And it's within the quarters. I made it like that so for security purposes. Like let's say if came someone maybe with any wrong vision, or if you had one of the staff that has a long hand or is a thief, so you should be able to hear from the other side that who has opened the door, what's going on, what's happening. That's why it's within. This one is specifically for piggery. Then the other one, it is specifically for the chicks, for poultry. We differentiate stores because the quantities, how we mix them are different, and then you would want to you would want to ascertain your cost properly, because when you have everything mixed up, you are unable to trace, or a worker can make a mistake of taking the chicks' food to pigs and then mixing issues, and then you get issues at the end of the day. And then with the separation of workers with duties, the workers that are supposed to work in the poultry farm, they're not supposed to work in the piggery for healthy concerns. So now that is why I endeavor to make sure that the stores where everyone picks their food or their feed are separate. Then this is the main store.
Main store.
Yes, part of after the plantation we have the land that is just we have left it fallow of recent, but when we harvested maize we bring it to this main store so that we can be having our own broken from our own maize to cut on the cost of
this maize is homegrown.
Yes, we grew it.
Wow.
Yes, it's homegrown.
How many tons are we looking at?
You can look at when we had just harvested, there were like 7. But so far we've been using some, yes, so that we are able to cut costs. We are able to make sure that we are able to reap some profit from our business. No, because when you have land where you can plow and get stuff, then it means that your other costs will be cut off because you don't have a lot of miscellaneous in terms of cost addition. Yes.
Don't you face some challenges of those small insects spoiling the maize?
Yes, we do, but the reason why they stayed on cobs, why I've not removed them for a long time, one, the first thing is security. Let's say you have workers who want to steal. So a worker having, because I get grain on demand, I have to call here and I tell them I need 2 sacks, and I come here and we basically get the 2 sacks off when I'm seeing. Because now when a worker is going to like get off 2 sacks without my permission, that becomes hard for them because there is a lot of labor involved in preparation. Then the other one, keeping them on cobs, it gives them like their lifespan is a bit longer. Okay. Even when I want to, I can move them to take them outside and then bring them back. As for the weevils, they're not a problem. Source of protein as well.
Oh.
So I don't have any problem with weevils. They can be there as long as they want. Okay. Anyway, by the time I harvest the other batch, this one will be done. So as per now, I have no problem with the what? With the maize.
So this batch you harvested, how long has it taken you?
We have been with it like for around 6 months now.
6 good months, and you harvested 7 tons.
Yes.
You've just said you've just ventured in chicks.
Poultry.
What has inspired you to start poultry?
As I used to watch YouTube channels by Lillian, and even casual conversations with her, and even I would visit her farm. So it is one thing that we discussed with my husband, and we saw that we can also add it on our product portfolio to also have eggs on the farm, as well as for piggery. Then you have eggs, then you diversify, you get some more income rather than you having a very big chunk of land when you're doing nothing with it. So we looked at it as a way of maximum utilizing our land on top of earning from it. Yes.
I see that. Wow, here they are.
Yes. I'm also surprised about the growth. It's been a bit so fast. Yes, we thank the Lord for this. On top of that, I'm a remnant, so I submit to Prophet Elvis Simonye. He has made it happen. We pray, we do everything it takes. You can see even as you enter, you would have seen.
Yeah, I saw his picture here.
Yes.
The man of God.
The man of God who has made things, everything happen for us. So,
okay.
We thank God for that ministry because it has helped us a lot. So now this is a brooder. As we expand from the brooder, so we are going to remove part of the tumbling, so that every after week we are supposed to be shifting, as required by the vet doctor. We actually found when he was leaving. So by the requirement that it will need, we'll be moving as the chickens grow.
You also get the birds from Netherlands?
Yes, we also get them from abroad. We went to the airport actually 2 weeks back because these birds arrived on the airport on 7th of this month.
You think it's better getting those from Netherlands than the local ones?
Yeah, there were advantages that were weighing in because they told us the ones that are hatched locally, most of them die in the brooder. And then the ones that are imported, you have more chance of survival. And I can evidently see it because we have not lost so many birds compared to the packaging that had issues of many bags being packed within a box. I think issues of traveling, suffocation and fatigue. But apart from that, we didn't incur very many losses in terms of mortality. Yes.
Wow, so how much has it costed you to put up such a structure here? Only this structure for poultry?
Only this one, 17 million.
17 million.
Uganda shillings.
Uganda shillings?
Yes.
And for those watching from outside the country, that's about $5,000 or $4,500 for putting up this structure. And then the birds?
And then the birds are 9 million.
9 million. Okay.
Then the brooder preparation, it was 5 million. Yes.
But let me tell you guys, according to the conversation I had with Lillian of Kevala Farm, this money she has invested in right now, she has the potential of earning it 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, and in a short period of time. So poultry farming is really a big investment you should all consider. Those who have not watched my interview with Madame Lillian Kevala, please go and watch it. It will really inspire you so much. So when we get back to the structure you first showed me outside, where you have your staff quarters and your stores, how much did that structure cost you?
Because we we didn't build everything at once, like how it appears. We actually first built the three rooms. The 3 rooms were around 6 million. Then this other one, the 2 stores, because we are looking at poultry. That's why I had to put another store and then a bigger store, because you cannot mix already mixed feed with the other one that you're getting from the farm for drying purposes and for accountability issues. So that one costed us 12 million Uganda shillings. Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, Lillian, you're welcome. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good.
How are the birds?
The bird's okay. By the Lawrence.
Yes.
This is Lillian. She's the one who introduced me to poultry.
Wow.
Because for me, in the first place, I was doing piggery. Then she helped me. She motivated me through her videos. So I was encouraged to also venture in poultry.
Through her YouTube videos?
Yes.
I want to see how the birds are doing.
Yeah. How are you? We are okay.
They've really grown. This is
Yes.
nice.
Yes, encouraging.
It is so nice. You can see. So am I allowed to enter right now?
No. You're not allowed to enter right now.
Much as you are the teacher,
To see.
you're not supposed to enter. So Lillian, do you see the impact of your videos?
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. This is really nice. So you're seeing how easy it is.
It's really next time I'm expanding.
Yeah.
Because it's been easy. It's been easy. My greatest fear is the brooder, but now I think my fears are gone. Yes, I can brood more. I will be able to brood more.
Yeah.
So Molly, how has your transition journey been into poultry?
After her encouragement, I was able to see we were able to go into diversify from what we were doing before, because it was easier. We wanted to do something different apart from what we were doing. So, but it came with preparation, because she prepared me enough, and we were able to see how best we can move on from piggery to poultry.
Wow.
Yes.
Lillian, you must be proud.
I'm very proud of
This
her.
is a whole success story over here.
Yeah.
The pigs are not smelling at all. How do you make it?
You find it weird?
Most pig farms I get to, I pass by, they are smelling very, very bad.
No, it's unfortunately I don't even use Imo, but it's basically cleanliness. Like in the morning, when the workers, I commit different workers for different activities. So with the other one that is supposed to clean when they wake up, they make sure they move all the dog on the night. They make sure they clean every other day. So when you clean on a daily, what most brings the smell and that stench that you're talking about is the cleanliness. People don't want to clean on a daily, and then you accumulate that. You accumulate a lot of dirt in your style. That's what it basically brings the smell. Wow. Yeah. Then we have the drainage tunnels, but I don't think they are that big to take away all the urine outside. But they're helpful. But it's basically cleaning. Yes, and we don't put soap there because soap at times damages the floors.
Okay.
So we don't usually use it. Actually, we don't actually use it.
Wow, so these are the different, wow. Are they happy seeing you?
I really don't know. For this one, we just needed to just look for a camera.
Okay.
We needed something that you can see from its ears when they're a bit long, and then the size when it's a bit long. So when it stands like this, you're supposed to see the width of the legs, like when the legs are a bit tall. That's when you are able to, when it produces for you, when it mounts your sows, you're able to get piglets that will be a bit like a good quality, a good breed will be able to come out from that. Yes.
Wow. So how many, these ones are called stalls?
Yes, these ones. Yes. Yes.
How many do we have in this one? This type?
In this type, 34.
34?
Yes.
And each one has how many pigs?
Some have one. The ones that have all pigs, like you can see, they have one. Then the ones that have piglets, I differentiate them according to the size. Like there are those ones that have like 2, depending on the size. There are those ones that have like 5 when they're still a bit young. It depends on how you judge, so that you are able to accommodate. You are able to accommodate very many in limited space. Because also you for piggery, you can't keep building every other day.
That's true.
Because now you can see, as from what you're seeing from there, we had made a stopover because we wanted that boa to mount our sows. Now all our sows in here, they're around 15. They're all pregnant.
Wow.
So looking at that number, that's why you actually find that some having more piglets than others. Then we difference them by size, because all the 15 give birth in a sequence. Like 2 weeks can elapse and you have like 3 giving birth. The other one, then that will determine the age of how they're growing.
Okay. Yeah. So on average, how many piglets does one give birth to?
When usually our pigs here, when they're starting, their range is from 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Then their next birth usually is from 12 to 15. Yes, but as they grow, at times we have some mortalities here and there. We normally like an average of 12 out of 15. Or there are some there, these other ones, they were able to bring all their piglets.
Wow.
We realized the piglets that are brought on this other side where they are not on those other stones, they grow. You don't have a lot of mortality compared to the ones that grow from the other side, because here there is not a lot of coldness compared to the other side of where there are stones. So I think that was one of the differentiating factors why we left some part, so that when we realized the soil is about to give birth, we shifted to this side, we facilitated this side, then it gets its piglets, then later we transfer the piglets when they have grown like 2 months to this other side, so that they're able to grow faster.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much did it cost you to put up such a structure like this one?
No, if you can realize this other, the one from the other side up to here, it's different from this one up to there. But only that we merged it as one, so the floor is one.
Yeah,
because
so
it was to aid food. When one is serving food, you will just walk in the corridor as you're distributing food. It becomes a bit easier. So the other one, without the floor being worked on, it's 4.5 million Uganda shillings. It's just iron sheets and then the trees, then the pipes. The pipes, these pipes here.
Or the metallic pipes.
The metallic pipes here, we put them there for the strength.
Oh yeah.
So it being that we are a bit on a hill, we would not want to build things that last just for a few months and then they are blown off by wind. So but when you put pipes there, you reinforce your building. You actually find that it can take as much time as you can. Yes.
So right now we are on top of the hill.
Yeah, we are.
I had not realized that yet.
it's because the banana plantations
are covering.
They were just covering.
Okay. So how much is this on the market currently?
Depending on the size of a sow, it depends on how big is your sow. So, but comparing the sows that we normally sell when they have grown a bit bigger, they normally go for 900,000 to 1 million Uganda shillings. Okay. Because we sell them at rounds of when they've given birth, like 2 to 3 rounds. Okay. So they're big enough. And they still have some wood muscles on them, and they are long enough, so we are able, even if the buyer came, is able to see that what I'm buying is worth it. All at times at times some go more for more than that, like 1.2, but on average that's what I can say, like 900 Ghana shillings to 1 million.
And usually how old is it at that level?
I can say now in a year they give birth twice, so that means that we are looking at 2.5 years, because you see you have to consider this other time period when it's born, like at around 7 months or 8 when it conceives. Then you add the other month, then within the 1 year it has given birth for its first round. Then the other year you're considering, you just give it like a rough of 2.5, then you set it off, because you do not want it to overgrow all day on your farm. The buyers would be biased with your product.
Okay.
Yes. For the boas, for them, usually now we have, when they give birth like this, a veterinary doctor comes on site and they do we do castration immediately, those ones that are bone meal. So that one helps us, like a castrated pig many buyers run to it because of the meat, and the meat is what they're actually looking for, and it weighs more like these other pigs. So for the castrated pigs and the boars that are on the farm, so when I'm selling a boar, I'm selling a boar from the farm, usually when it has not, depending on what the farmer needs, because you may find the farmer is just starting and the pigs are still young. Their pigs are still young, so you do not want to give it a boar that would actually injure them or break them down. So you want to give him a boar that is still of the minimum. That's around like 500k, 500 Uganda shillings. So you would not want, he would want a boar that is a bit still young. So when he has an established farm and it has already grown, that one, and we have it on the farm and we have kept them like how we normally put a reserve for them, so that it becomes easier. Even us, when we want to change a boar at one stage, you just do an exchange from the other farmers. That cuts you cost as well. So if we're having one and then we want to sell, then that one goes for around 800, 700, 800 shillings. We are through with this section. We are going to the other star. We are going to the first big star that we first started with.
Okay. Yes. Oh, is this one over here?
Yes.
I see it's a bit smaller. Looks small.
Yeah. We started with that because we didn't know how the business would come out.
It was like a trial.
It was like a trial because many farmers are actually saying, we need to work. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Then when the expansion happened, then we were able to move to the other. That one is actually second star.
And you're planning to expand more?
We are planning to expand. Yeah, because we have room for
expansion.
We have room for expansion.
Okay. So how many pigs can we accommodate here?
As earlier explained, where we have in piglets, we put the numbers are not even, because depending on the growth, depending on the size, or depending, you may find where there are more, where you have many castrated pigs in the pigsty, they eat more compared to the other ones that are of their age mates. They eat a bit more faster. So you'd want that you separate them so that you are able to give them an even growth.
So what challenges have you faced in this journey?
Pigs, at times they damage the surfaces, at times they damage the structures in general. So you actually find that you have a few repairs here and there over time. Like say it has rained, then you have to remove the other spoiled parts and you have to repress them. Then the other thing that is more crucial is, as usual, as feeding. You actually go to the market, you find that the prices have gone high.
The fluctuations.
The price fluctuations have been an issue. But not so much, because if we gauge, because we have stores, if we gauge frustrations in the prices, then we can have already maybe stored our own maize. We can work around with the same maize, or we have the big banana plantation. We have a part where we grow a lot of cassava and what, so we can implement vegetables in our feeding, so that we can curb that other period where we are unable to do much.
I see.
Yes.
How many liters is this one?
It's 10,000.
10,000 liters. How long does it go?
It goes for around 2-3 months, but since we brought in chicken, we brought in poultry, I think we have got to put another tank. So we're having that plan, because now looking at the spells now of around like 2 months, I don't think it will be enough compared to when the poultry business is coming up. So we will need to improvise more additional water source.
So this is 100% rainwater?
Yes.
Okay. You're planning to dig a borehole around?
We were looking at all, we're still exploring all the other options.
Alternatives?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, some people who are beginner farmers find a challenge of getting the market for their produce or animals. What kind of advice can you give them? How best can they get market for their products?
What I can advise that it's one of those challenging parts, because markets will always customer ignorance will always play out a lot in terms of price that you get, and yet you're investing on a daily. You're putting on a man on a daily. But what I can advise is that when you're going to venture in a certain business, do a feasibility study, look at the different options. When I am going to invest in this, who are likely to consume my product. Who are those people that are likely to consume it? Then when you're producing and you push to the market and they tell you we don't want that, we don't want this, we don't want this, then make sure that you make it of quality to suit the people that you want it, because you not have a fake product and you want it sold quickly, and yet someone else is doing it better than you. So you have to make sure that you maintain the quality. Apart from maintaining the quality, when you have done the feasibility study, like the way of looking at the different options, looking at the market, looking at the source of your materials, looking at how you can improve your feeds and all that. So after looking at each and every area and studying it in detail, then you can be able to say that now I'm able to start, because you know you will sell. Yes.
Interesting. Right now, she's taking me to the matoke plantation. Let's go and check it out. How many acres are we having?
On the banana plantation.
Yeah, the banana.
They're around 4.5.
4.5?
Yes.
Okay. And the rest of the land is?
We use it to grow maize for
yeah, I remember you told me earlier.
Yes.
So the rest of the acres are for the maize.
Yes.
And then you talked of cassava muogo.
Yes, it's the other part. The other part as well. After the banana plantation, yes.
How did you spot this area? It looks to be a good place for for farming, and also you have many possibilities of expanding. In case you want to expand, there is so much land available here. Yes. Neighbors can decide to sell. How did you spot this area?
It was through a long time friend who actually came and told us that there was land to sell, and then we reacted to the call.
How much was an acre?
That time what I know we were buying, like you see, there will be Milo land. Yeah, they were getting people titles. So the person of the Milo land would come and be like, the person of the Milo land would come up and say, I have like 3 or 4 acres, and this is the price I'm selling. But then, can you be able to match? Then we used to buy in bulk. We used not to buy piece, this and that. So the mile person is the one who determines the owners of this whole area, of the whole village.
Okay.
Are the ones who are the best determinants of how we are able to come up with this.
So currently, how much do you think 1 acre costs?
It's 100 million.
100 million?
But before you'd find that you're buying like 3 to 4 acres at 80 million. That is around like 2000. Around that time. So you would find when it is a bit comfortable, but now things have changed a bit.
How far is it from Kampala city?
As for that, I'm not sure.
Approximately, I think it's about 50 kilometers.
Yeah.
In 50.
It's about to say 40 to 50, but let's keep it at that. Yeah, it's a bit easier. It's nearer to town.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is our matoke.
This is our matoke.
Why did you choose matoke?
I wanted something that, looking at the soil, when the type of soil, this other specific spot where we are, the soil would accommodate it. The soil could accommodate it. We wanted to have a farm where you come, you go with a
bunch of matoke.
You go with a bunch of matoke.
This.
You go with a fruit. So we were looking at very many options as to why we were coming up with a matoke. We would have done something else, but it was the one that we came up with.
So it goes deep
down into the swamp,
into the valley.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, our last words for our viewers watching.
With God, everything is possible. Because do you have that dream? Do you want it manifested? Start working on it now. Now. Don't wait for tomorrow. And as you're requesting for advice, look for people who have positive energies. Don't go for negative energies.
Exactly.
Because if they have started and they have failed in a certain area, it doesn't mean that you're going to fail in a certain area.
Preach it.
We are different.
Preach it.
Amen.
Wow, so if you've loved this episode, kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section, and also like the video. Now, if you also have an inspiration story, you have something which you think will inspire people, you can reach out to me on the email I've put on the screen and also on the phone number. Reach out to me, we discuss about it, and I'll arrange a tour to your farm or to any location regarding anything you want to share on my channel. Yeah, so that has been our episode. Thank you so much for welcoming us to your farm. I can see you're doing amazing things here, and I think I'm going to become your student.
No, you're welcome. You're
I'll be
welcome.
disturbing a lot because I also want to look at what I can invest in.
Yes.
You know, of late I've been collecting different ideas and I want to be implementing them in the next few months or years from now.
My phone calls are open.
Okay. Thank you, Molly.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's say bye-bye to our viewers.
Bye.
Tell them to subscribe to the channel.
Eh?
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe to this channel
Uh-huh.
and never regret.